Most people believe the reason they haven't built wealth yet is because they need more motivation. They think they need a breakthrough moment, a surge of discipline, a perfect plan. But that belief is exactly what keeps them stuck. The real reason most people never build wealth has nothing to do with motivation. It has everything to do with systems. Most people approach wealth the same way they approach everything else in life. They react. They chase whatever feels urgent. They jump from one idea to the next. They try to fix everything at once, and when that doesn't work, they blame themselves. They assume they're lazy, or unfocused, or not cut out for success. But that's not the problem. The problem is that reaction is not a system. A system removes guesswork. A system creates structure where chaos normally lives. And without structure, progress becomes impossible to sustain. If motivation were enough, everyone who felt inspired would be successful. But inspiration fades. Motivation fluctuates. Life interrupts. And without a system in place, every interruption resets progress back to zero. This is why most people feel like they're constantly starting over. They're not failing because they lack effort. They're failing because effort without structure doesn't compound. Most people underestimate how much mental energy they waste on decision-making. Every day they ask themselves, what should I work on? What should I focus on? What matters most right now? Those questions seem harmless, but they quietly drain momentum. When everything feels important, nothing receives the attention it deserves. This is why systems are so powerful. A system answers those questions in advance. It decides for you. Not because you lack intelligence, but because clarity removes friction. Think about how much easier life becomes when certain decisions are already made. You don't debate brushing your teeth. You don't negotiate whether to sleep. You don't question basic routines. Systems turn progress into routine, and routine removes resistance. This is why people who rely on motivation feel exhausted. They are constantly renegotiating their own behavior. They are fighting themselves every day. Systems eliminate that internal conflict. You no longer ask whether you feel ready. You simply follow the structure. Over time, this creates something most people never experience: stability. And stability is what allows growth to compound. Without it, progress collapses under pressure. Wealth is not built by intensity. It's built by repeatability. The ability to show up even when nothing feels exciting, even when results are invisible, even when motivation is low. Systems make that possible. Most people give up not because something is hard, but because it feels unpredictable. Systems remove unpredictability. And when progress becomes predictable, persistence becomes easy. This is why simplicity matters more than ambition. Not everything deserves your attention. In fact, focusing on too many things at once guarantees that nothing gets done well. Progress accelerates when focus narrows. One direction, one system. Executed daily. That's how momentum is created. Momentum doesn't come from intensity. It comes from clarity. When you know exactly what to do next, action becomes easier. When action becomes easier, consistency follows. And when consistency follows, results become inevitable. This is why systems outperform motivation every single time. Motivation asks, do I feel like doing this today? Systems ask, what is the next step? There's no debate, no emotional negotiation, just execution. Over time, systems compound. Small actions stack, progress becomes visible, confidence grows. Not because you tried harder, but because you stopped guessing. Most people never build wealth because they never stop guessing. They search for tactics. They chase shortcuts. They hope clarity will magically appear. But clarity is built, not discovered. Systems create clarity, and clarity creates momentum. This is why wealth looks effortless from the outside. You don't see the structure, you only see the outcome. But underneath every sustainable result is a simple system repeated long enough to matter. The question isn't whether wealth is possible. The question is whether you're willing to stop improvising long enough to build something that actually works. Because once you replace guessing with structure, progress stops being random and starts becoming predictable. That's how real wealth is built. Not quickly, not magically, but systematically.